Welcome to the Jonas family household. This is our life.
Oh, here we go.
From the beginning, my brothers and I were always very close.
Wrestling, backyard sports, every vacation. Most of the time, we would just run around the neighborhood. From an early age, it was kind of like the Von Trapp family. Music was just always there.
Nick was 3 years old, and he's walking down the hall. And he hit kind of a bum note. La, 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 la. And he went. And he backed up, rewound himself, started walking. La, 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 la. And he smiled, kept walking. And I turned around to my wife and I went, "Did you see that?" We immediately went into his room, took out the lullabies, threw them away, put in Stevie Wonder's definitive collection.
Kevin and I started to feel like, wow, like he's actually doing it. We started to kind of write on our own. And me, Joe, and Nick were in our little room. And we played guitar together, just for fun. And we're playing around because
they come and go, but they don't know that you are my beautiful.
We wrote a song called Please Be Mine.
I'll be there forever.
the song just like literally wrote itself in like 10 minutes.
Our hopes and our dreams.
I think that was the moment we all looked at each other and we're like, this could be something. Very few feelings in my life as sure as that.
To the end of time. Please be mine.
And then Nick wanted me to meet his brothers.
Such a sweet place.
It is very...
There's a huge fish in here.
They came into the office. They told me they had written a song called Please Be Mine, and they stood in a semicircle, I'll never forget it, and sang me this great song. And then I was blown away by their chemistry together as brothers.
Nice to meet you.
Then I added the other two brothers to the mix, and the Jonas Brothers was born.
It was awesome because we would win those kids over by the end of every assembly.
We would drive all the way to Boston, do the show in Boston, drive all the way home, to then drive back to Connecticut the next day because the gas money was cheaper than buying a hotel, and we couldn't afford both. My dad at this point had put $90,000 of his life savings, essentially our college fund, into the band, maxed out his credit cards, and had no money. Like, we were done.
It hit when we were already at a low and took us even lower.
We'd lost our home. We lost our friends and our social life. Everything they knew for 10 years of their life, gone.
I received a phone call from the promoter of the Texas State Fair, and he said there was a traffic jam to Oklahoma.
We just assumed like, oh, well, everyone's just trying to get there. They're like, no, it's the concert you guys are putting on. What?
He said, "I'm sending helicopters." I thought the guy was crazy. And he said, "You don't understand."
I remember getting in the helicopter and looking down at the crowd and thinking, oh, that's someone else's stage. Oh my God. There was more people than I've ever seen in my life, just thousands of people.
We had no idea that like people were getting excited about the Jonas Brothers.
Well, we found out that day.
The initial idea with this record was that it was a side project, and that's still the whole concept. Me and my brothers breaking up is not something you need to be worried about.
After the administration, I moved to New York City. And it was really sort of like a college experience in a sense where, you know, I was on my own for the first time. Real independence. When I first went in to do the rehearsals for How to Succeed, I was a little nervous. And it was exhilarating. I really felt like the work on stage was being recognized. I was having so much fun.
I was so thrilled for him because I knew how happy he was, but I was scared. It was in like the peak of the Jonas Brothers. The dude was getting a taste of what it was like on his own, and it was awesome.
So me and Joe sit down. Nick says, as you guys know, like, things haven't been the same, and the Jonas Brothers should be no more.
I felt betrayed. I felt lied to. I felt angry, numb.
And Joe said I had nothing to say to you.
Then Joe finally broke down, was like, you want to be done? Fine, we're done.
I really want to have a second chance with them so I can enjoy every moment with my brothers and I can smile more. I was feeling inspired. And it led me to find something even greater than I could ever imagine. Love. And this love has changed my life forever.
I think every day is about choosing happiness. And we're continuing to chase it, to choose it, and really feeling like this is the best moment of our lives.
I'm hot, you're cold, you go around like you know I am all that you don't. You got me on my toes.
There are some songs that I thought I had an understanding of love or what it meant, and even times where I probably just imagined a version of it in my head. But now, you know, I'm in a spot where I actually know what that looks like, what that feels like.